You can be Australia's biggest female DJ.
Oh
and
my
you can make a killing. You really can. We have now had, I'm not even kidding you, over 1,000 students graduate. So if she's not a DJ in 3 months or 4 months from now,
come to my party. I'll be traveling to Dubai.
yeah. I'm so sad because they're my brothers too. But they shouldn't be doing it, because if you take the drugs away from those parties, check how many people will really come for your music.
Powered by WinLads.
Welcome back to our show, Culture Unplugged with Mimi. Today we've got a special guest from Sri Lanka, DJ Mass.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mimi? Long time no see.
I know. Do you remember me?
Where's your boyfriend?
We're not together anymore. So I'm single.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh about it. I was just like,
it's funny. My life is so funny. My love life is so funny.
It's okay.
It is funny to me as well.
There's certain things that I wanted to ask at this moment, but because we are recording, I'm not going to ask those questions.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Anyway, so everyone watching out there, Mimi is single, yeah? Instagram here, okay.
All right.
Yeah, follow her right now.
Okay.
Eligible young
Eligible
Sri Lankan
bachelors,
bachelorette. Yes, yeah, eligible young bachelors apply.
Okay, done.
Cool.
Done deal.
So
how long have you, you here for a show?
Yes, we are here for a show. We're performing this Saturday at the Attic. We got a couple of DJs and Ashania as guest artists.
Yeah.
So the last time we performed at the same place with Romain and Upsi. We had a good crowd. It was more sort of a personal, intimate session with everyone. We just after the show we just went and partied with them, got some selfies and
Nice.
Yeah.
So is this the second time you've been to Australia? I've been here more than
I've been to Australia more than I think 10 or 15 times now.
Wow. Okay, I need to
Yeah.
catch up on that.
Because I used to play for a couple of uni parties in
Right.
Perth and Melbourne back in the day, like 2015 when
So
I moved
did
to
you
Singapore.
study here?
No.
So you came just
From
to
Singapore, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then I also worked for Marina Bay Sands Marquee. So then I used to
Nice.
come and perform at the clubs here. There was a Marquee in Sydney.
Right.
So yeah, I mean Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, Brisbane. I performed at a lot of states.
So, like, being a Sri Lankan DJ, like, I really want to know, how did you get into, like, on a worldly platform? You know how it is hard sometimes, people, it's a bit, now thanks to social media, you can showcase your talent. But what was your journey to, like, bring out your talent to, like, the world? Because I know you travel a lot. DJing.
Yeah.
So how did you get to that point where you are now?
I guess a lot of practice, a lot of patience, perseverance, and discipline. One thing that I have to admit is that it's very tempting to get caught up in all that substance, alcohol, distractions. But then I'm humbled and proud to say that I've never had alcohol in my life.
I don't drink alcohol as well.
Yes! I've never smoked in my life.
Wow.
Not even a cigarette. I've never done drugs.
Wow. See, there you go.
So I would
you're
say,
so
yeah, I'm
disciplined,
focused, isn't it?
Focused.
So I think that would be 50% of it.
Yeah.
Because if you got that part of it right, because I've seen a lot of talented DJs crash halfway because of substance and stuff like that.
Right. Because you are surrounded by a lot of it in a setting like DJing, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point,
Yeah.
like the partying vibe. So is it something that you chose not to? Was it a choice, or did you have an experience for you to be like, no, I'm not gonna do this?
Guess my upbringing as well.
Okay.
Because my dad was an abusive alcoholic, so I chose not to do it. It was by choice. And
Okay.
also my mom, she's quite religious, and she's like, don't drink, it's bad. And influence, and then friends. I've got into the entertainment industry at a very young age. I was 16 and I saw my friends pass out,
Wow, yeah.
throw up and make a fool out of themselves. So I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
and also spirituality. I'm quite spiritual. So
I'm very spiritual too. Another fist bump.
I think all of them together helped me throughout my career to make sure that I'm focused in my path. Yeah.
So do you have speaking about spirituality, which is one of my favorite topics, because that's also another reason why I don't drink as well. I think once you become very spiritual, you just don't see the point, because you're just hyper without alcohol,
high on
right?
life.
Yeah, high on life, right? So
Yeah.
do you have like a routine? Like, do you meditate, or how do you start the day with meditation, journaling, or you just, what is your routine when it
Here's
comes
something
to
that
spirituality?
so here's something that a lot of people don't know about me.
Okay, tell me.
I've practiced all religions, everything.
Really?
From Hinduism, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Taoism, Taoism, to even Zoroastrianism.
See, I haven't heard the last one. I've heard everything else.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I will explain it in detail later. But let's say Buddhism, for example. Yeah, it's a philosophy. It's very similar to Taoism and Taoism, and there's a way of life.
Yeah.
You take the best essence of that. I've actually tried to become a monk once at one point in my life. Yeah,
Is it because were you searching for something?
Searching. It was all in part of my search for meaning of life.
Yes.
And does God exist? The ultimate
That's
questions,
it,
the philosophical dilemma. So when we get to a point where we kind of like go through all this stuff, and then you understand that the answer is within.
Yeah.
Nothing's external.
Exactly.
And then I see inside myself, and I understood, hey, there are a lot of similarities in all types of religions. Yeah. Every leader who's come, spiritual leader or religious leader, has taught a lot of goodness, But people take it out of context, and then they use the bad sides of it. So it's
and then they control.
And then they control.
Yeah.
So we all know where the game goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in a spectrum of good and bad, my conclusion is that bad has to exist in order for good to exist. Because
wow, that's deep.
Coexistence is necessary for existence itself.
It's like day and night.
Correct. Black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
So therefore, I understood we should always try to maintain balance. Hence the reason why I practice all religions.
So do you have the time with the DJing, with the touring and everything? Like, how do you practice?
So today I sat down, meditated for about 30 minutes. I prayed. I also went to a church.
Wow. So you have time for everything. That's really good.
Yeah, I walked around. I just bumped into a church. I just went in. I sat down for 5 minutes, and then did my morning prayers as a Muslim would do. And then if I see a temple, I probably go there and do some bhavana as well.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
So you're like, God is one, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
So you do believe in like higher power?
Oh yeah. I mean, we are all energy.
Yeah.
And I believe that we all return to the source one day. And in order for existence to exist, God or universe or the higher power should be in a realm outside of existence.
Yeah.
There you go. So time
100%.
matters space. That's
because
good.
I'm into this journey as well. I'm reading these books, and also I totally understand where you're coming from, like about all these things. So talking about your DJing, your spirituality, how do you manage your love interest, your relationship? Like, how does that balance with everything?
I've had a couple of relationships, very serious ones, but now I'm married, and my wife is like the best yin to my yang.
Yeah.
She keeps me grounded, because sometimes I get carried away.
Yeah.
You can get lost.
Exactly.
But then she snaps me out of it and say, go buy chicken for the cats. So that is life.
Yeah.
Reality hits. You get it?
Yes.
So you can go into these, you could be an ascetic or a renunciant, go to the Himalayas and meditate. That's what I wanted to do.
Wow.
When COVID hit, I honestly wanted to give up everything.
Oh, because you didn't have much.
No gigs or nothing much going
so
on.
you went into, yes.
And then I was chatting to my friend, currently my wife, Kate. And then one day it just happened so that after a long chat, about 3 hours, I said, hey, you know what, the world's coming to an end. Why don't we get married? She's like, okay. I didn't expect an okay from
Was
her.
that how you proposed to her?
Swear to God, that's how
Oh
it happened.
my God. Wow. Okay.
And so...
And she was like, yeah, why not?
So it's her fault that I'm not ascetic somewhere in the Himalayas meditating and reaching nirvana right now.
Brought you to reality. So does she travel with you everywhere?
Sometimes.
Because I remember I met her last time.
Yeah, she was with us. But this time she didn't, because it's expensive to travel all the time. And now we've got, my mom's sick. She's taking care of my mom a bit.
Okay.
And we've got cats.
How many cats do you have?
Simba, Lana, Alaska, Chubby. 4.
Wow.
We
cute.
had many more, but
And
we had to give them away because Simba is our first cat, and Lana is our second, and they mated and they got kittens. The first litter we gave away 5. We had 1 left, and then another litter came out.
Yeah.
And Lana's pregnant again, so we have another litter coming out.
Wow.
These are personal stuff that no one knows. I
Well,
hope
there you go. There you go. Now we know the names of his cats.
Yeah, I do post sometimes, some stories of
Little cats.
little
Oh,
cats.
I
and
love
kittens.
cats. I used to be a dog person,
Okay.
but now I'm a cat person because I'm like, dog is a lot of work, but cat, they just take care of themselves, and I'm like,
Independent.
independent.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to take them for a walk. I don't have time.
You're absolutely right. And here's my theory.
Yeah.
Unconditional love can be tested if you have a cat.
Wow.
Because
Because they
dogs,
try you.
they try you.
Yeah.
They're like so sassy, and they give you attitude, and you're like, damn it, come here.
Yeah.
No, they're not
No.
gonna come. But then a dog is, like
Yeah.
always, oh, here we go. So it's okay. Yeah. So if you love a cat, then you know what unconditional love is.
Okay. Yeah. I do love. I mean, I'm a cat person now, but I just don't have time even for myself. But eventually, probably become a cat lady.
Guys, again, please save her out of her misery. Come on, DM her right now.
So when you go on tours and all, like, do you get distracted? Do you get any temptations, or like, I know you don't drink and all that. Like, what about
Women.
women?
No, I don't get distracted. I used to back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to admit I was a player. I'm not kidding. Yeah. But those are the days. I guess you get old. You want to sleep at 10 p.m. And
Is that what you're not? Is that what it stopped you? Like, if not.
no. Also, it was my spiritual path. I
Yeah.
think when you have multiple partners, you give away a bit of your soul.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I know, right? Because it's a connection. It's not just a physical
Yeah.
body. Here we are connecting in a spiritual level. But
But
once
people don't know. See,
No.
that's the
Yeah.
thing.
exactly. So people who take that for granted and sleep around multiple
Yeah.
times, and then they understand why are they like so depleted with energy and they're gone, because
Wow.
that's why they are so empty. You'll have a big bank account if you are a sex worker.
Yeah.
Nothing against sex workers.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
misunderstand me. But are you really happy with all the money in the bank?
Yeah.
So try to
Wow.
find meaning in life in things that are besides wealth and material. So your soul that you give a bit to a person that you are safely sleeping every night in bed is priceless, because that brings you peace.
But that's the thing. I think that's why at the end of the day, like, even though, we say, oh, we're strong, independent women, or like the man's like, no, blah, 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 I don't need a woman. We crave companionship at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah.
Probably that's why, because I think we're not, as human beings, meant to be alone.
No.
We are social creatures.
Again, the two extremes.
Yeah. Yin
The
and
minus and the plus, the yin and the yang, man and
Yeah.
woman. We always come in pairs. Everything in this universe is in pairs.
Wow, you're so deep. I love talking to you. Like, we're not even talking about music, but
know,
I
right?
think we're going to talk about, because I love these kind of topics. It's so
yeah,
interesting,
yeah.
because that's the thing. There's so much more to life than just the surface level, and
Yeah.
people don't even realize it sometimes. But you know what I really admire when you're talking like this? It's the fact that, you go, you have fun, you DJ, you travel, but yet you know who you are. You're
Yeah.
so aware. It's really hard to come to that point, but I feel like a lot of artists now, and we also have access to knowledge, people are realizing they're becoming aware, they are becoming grounded, which is
Yes.
really nice to see, right? Not,
Correct.
yeah,
There's a shift in consciousness itself. So
100%.
Yeah, people are trying to understand better and be more self-aware.
Yes.
And I think that's a good thing, because eventually we will all come to end one day, and then that's when we will understand, at the moment of death, when you are in your last breath, you're not going to look back and say, damn, I should have made another $1 million.
Yeah.
you would have
You
said,
never say
I
that.
could have spent more time with my mom.
Oh, my kids.
Oh, my
Oh,
kids.
my,
Oh, my cat.
husband.
Oh, my
the
husband.
cat. Yes. Because, I'm a nurse. So I
Oh,
work
alright.
in the aged care now.
So
And
you
I
know it.
see that.
Yes.
And I want to tell everybody, it's one thing, is that after a certain age, no matter what you have in your bank account, trust me, you can't do anything.
Yeah, right.
You
Absolutely.
can't do anything.
You can't buy help, first of all,
You
right?
can't buy help. And like after a certain age, unfortunately, you're pretty much like a vegetable. There's not much you can do.
So true.
So you might as well
So true.
do everything you want to do.
Yeah.
Now, when you look good, when you're fit, when you can think,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Because it goes like that.
So true. So
And it-
true.
That I think that's one of the reasons I try to like do so many things. I do acting, modeling, and everything. Because I feel like, oh my god, life is so short. It's just gonna go so fast.
You should DJ.
I was actually offered one time.
Now I'm offering you. You can be Australia's biggest female DJ.
Oh
And
my
you can make a killing. You really can, I think you should.
I love music, but
There you
somebody
go.
has to sort of like.
Don't worry. We've got schools all over. We're going to set one up in Australia very soon. You're going to join us. You're going to be our first student. And we're going to
No
make
kidding.
you the biggest star that Australia's ever seen.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. Really.
Oh, I would love
Yeah,
to
I'm
DJ.
for real. I'm for real,
I would love
yeah.
to DJ because
I'm-
I'll be like, bring it on, guys.
Here's the deal. I'm about female empowerment, youth
Yeah.
movement, community building.
Yeah.
That's the core essence of what I do. I've started a school in Dubai.
So you actually started a school? You're
no,
not even
I started
joking.
a school in Dubai in 2010. That was a long time ago.
Tell me about it.
It was called UD DJs. It was a
Okay.
collective of some DJs that we got together, and I trained them to become renowned and really popular. So if you take the
Wow.
top 10 DJs in Dubai, they're probably my students right now. And
Wow, more like you're giving me more reasons to respect you in a way, like put you on a pedestal, because look at the things you are
No, it's-
achieving, doing for the society.
it's all from the heart again. I take it very personal. I believe that imparting wisdom as you grow old is necessary, and I needed
Yeah.
to build a community. And I also wanted to show that the discrimination that was towards the Sri Lankan or Indian or Filipino community in Dubai at that time was
okay.
like, for example, I would walk into a club with my mixtape and they'll say, hey, you're Sri Lankan, we don't have a job as a DJ, but we can put you in the kitchen.
Wow,
So-
so they would just tell you
Yes,
like
yeah.
that.
So I wanted to eliminate that.
That
So I
is-
went and I played a lot of DJ competitions. I won them, and when I had a voice, when I was up there, I made sure the Sri Lankan DJs, the Indian DJs, Filipino DJs got good clubs to play at, to DJ at. So yeah, I'm happy to say that we achieved something there. And then when I went to Singapore, I did the same thing. So some of the
Wow.
top DJs in Singapore right now are from our school, from DJ Center.
Wow.
DJ Center, that is DJ Center. So like DJs enter.
Oh, DJs enter, so
Yes,
it's like
DJ
DJ
Center,
Center.
yeah.
Wow, so you actually have like a DJ
Yeah.
school. Wow.
And then we expanded it to Sri Lanka, and now we had almost 200 students graduate from our school in Sri Lanka.
All right, I am gonna be a DJ. All right, I am gonna be a DJ.
Do your research, check DJ Center,
Okay.
and some of our DJs in Sri Lanka are doing really great things. Like one of the DJs actually playing in Dubai now, another just traveled to I think Italy or someplace, like Europe. So yeah, again, what I'm saying is like it's not just me, it's the community.
See,
it's
I
all of
wouldn't
us.
even know that, right? So when we talk about DJ, we're just like, oh, DJ, but like, look at the amount of work you're doing for the community.
I'm not doing it alone. I have a massive team with me. So everyone that has come into my community, and I have said it's not mine, it's yours. So then they take it on, and then they pass the message to the next generation and the generation, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
We have now had, I'm not even kidding you,
Yeah.
over 1,000 students graduate.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Good
there's-
on you.
There's a lot of DJs out there from Singapore, Dubai, Sri Lanka, who represents DJ Center, which is the
So are
community
you
that we
planning
have.
to open up one in Melbourne?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not even kidding.
No, I'm not.
Wow, this is great
That
news.
was the reason for one of my that was one of the reasons for my trip this time. So this is a good place and a good time to actually say that out. And
There you go.
Mimi, you're the first student, okay? You
I
are
am.
going to sign up.
Okay, this is now you can't take it back.
I can't take it back.
It's in public.
Yeah, it's in public. So if she's not a DJ in 3 months or 4 months from now,
come to my party. I'll be traveling to Dubai.
Yeah. No, we could do it. I'm very serious. Like, I think I represent electronic dance music.
Right.
And I represent a segment of electronic dance music that is commercial mainstream.
Right.
And I am against drugs. I'm an anti-drug person. So I am against the guys who actually make money off selling drugs at their events.
Yeah.
Which is a huge thing in Sri Lanka right now.
Not only Sri Lanka,
Around the world.
everywhere. If you have all these DJ
Yeah.
events, that's like a
Yeah.
it's a thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? So how
So-
do you?
Yeah, I know, right? So to me, it's like this. Like, let's say, I represent a community of family-oriented people with values. I have friends who suffered drastically because of drugs. You know, I've got like people that I know who's passed away, and it gives me great sadness to see that continue in a country like Sri Lanka, where we've got loads of people below poverty level,
Yeah.
and then the parents have more suffering because the kids like into ice or something like that.
Okay.
So I want to try and stop that, because these events, what they do is they gather a community of pill poppers, and then they throw a party, regardless of the DJ. So they've got like a group of DJs who's DJing for these events, and I'm publicly saying this. I'm not even ashamed of saying this. I'm so sad because they're my brothers too, but they shouldn't be doing it, because if you take the drugs away from those parties, check how many people will really come for your music. Ask that from yourself, you know, ask yourself before you go for these parties, before you, because I've got so many offers to DJ at these parties. I always turn them down. I throw events, but they're more family oriented events, you know. I think everything in moderation. It's not because I'm like saying, hey, don't have fun, but do it once a year, not every week, man. You get addicted to it, and then, you know,
And then
it's not that I'm
your life.
guys, I'm not saying you to do drugs, but I'm just saying if you really have to do it, there's a time and place for it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
just
true.
experiment. That's fine when you're young. You can do all that stuff. But come on, addiction is bad, right? So
Because it ruins your life, ruins everything, ruins people around you, the loved ones.
ruins the society, and that's what's happening in Sri Lanka. Most of our youth,
So is it like an epidemic now in Sri
It is.
Lanka? It is.
Yeah.
Wow.
and we have to stand up against it. So everyone who's watching this, if you know someone who's using entertainment to sell substance, please tell them to stop. You know, please tell them to stop. We're not in the game of entertainment music to make money off someone else's sadness. We are here to spread joy,
And have
happiness.
fun. And,
Yeah.
happiness.
I
That's
mean,
true.
come on. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm very personally. This is very emotional to me, because I've
Yeah.
had people literally die in my hands. Because I've been in so many parties and so many events all my life, and when I see that, it really breaks my heart. Because how is the person's mom going to take it? You know,
Yeah.
what are we going to say? Hey,
So
your son died.
You
of
had
drugs.
like those experiences, so that's like sort of affected you as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. But
So do you like when you travel and all? How do you cope with these kind of? Do you have? Are you like particular with the kind of events you choose because of all?
Yes.
You are very
Yes.
particular.
I do not associate or affiliate with any event that sells drugs. Mainstream commercial music that are family oriented is what I do.
Yeah.
So I even play at clubs that are renowned and reputed for those kind of stuff, but not the druggy thingy. Yeah. So even though I get some offers and good money, I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, but.
So
my
you
style.
are like set on your morals, pretty much.
Yeah. But then again, like I said, there's a fine line between. Okay, so let's say I'm playing at a Club X. Club X has some people who are doing drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know that, you know, but
Yeah.
if I knowingly, you know,
Okay.
willfully know that these
Yeah.
guys are doing that, then I wouldn't do it.
Because sometimes you won't have the
I won't.
control over it,
Correct.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not your, you know, it's
Yeah.
not your. I don't know. Like you would not know. Like you can't put the blame, the whole blame on yourself.
Yeah.
For yes, okay. So when you do all these, like I can see how, you have a lot of substance and you think a lot. You think about the society. You think about giving back to the community and all. So you said your wife is your yin to your yang and all that, but like, do you guys ever have issues? How do you guys, you know, deal with it? Because you're a busy man and you have so much to give to the society. How is she? Does she have her own thing going on, or is she's fully like committed to your work? How do you guys like work this as a relation? Because relationships are hard
Yeah.
these days. How do you two work it out?
She's my best friend.
I think that's what's important, right? You gotta have a best friend
We've
first.
known each other for 14 years. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
14 years.
Wow.
So she used to work with me in Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. She was the hostess in the club that I used to DJ. We were best buddies. Then she worked for my company. She was also handling my stuff. Like, she was kind of like my PA.
So I think you have a good foundation.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Every girl that I've sent flowers to, she knows them because she's the one who sent the flowers to. There's nothing to
So
hide.
she knows who you are. She's
She
like
knows.
literally accepted you for who you are.
And
pretty
she
much.
remembers me saying this once. Her name's Kate.
Okay.
I said, Kate,
Mm-hmm.
you know so much about me. Either I kill you or marry you.
I
And she's like,
choose the
thank
latter."
God you married me.
So that's good. You guys seem like you have a good
Yeah.
thing going on, right?
That's the base of that's the foundation of our relationship, friendship. Because
Yes.
you know, I can always go to her and tell her, hey, you know, something like this messed up, and she'll give me hell for it. But then we'll fight, general argument,
Yeah.
and then in the end we are just friends. So let's you want to have coffee? Yeah, let's go have coffee. Like that.
Yes.
So that's where it boils down to.
That's the thing. See, I think that's why you are able to focus more on like your work, because she is your best friend. So there's like no jealousy, no suspicion.
100%, yes.
There's full of trust, because I think this day and age, like, because I've been trying to date and all, it's just it's a lot going on. It's
Yeah.
really hard to balance it all, and I'm looking for that as well, the best friend, because you're not going to be intimate, to be honest, 24/7.
No,
It'll be like 5 minutes, but the rest of it,
correct. Yeah.
rest of it is friendship.
Absolutely,
You need the
yeah,
friendship.
yeah,
Without it, it can't sustain
yeah.
anything.
100%.
So yeah, so I'm glad like you have a really good thing going on.
But you will find the right guy. Yeah.
Thank you.
This
First,
is,
let me
uh,
become a DJ first.
Yeah. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
This is through experience.
Okay.
Most women nowadays tend to look at the Western Hollywood boyfriend or husband.
Okay.
That doesn't exist.
Like the fantasy.
See past that. Look into the heart and the soul. You'll see it. You'll find it. And especially because you're a spiritual person.
Yeah.
You understand energies.
I understand energy, but this thing, right? You understand energy and you're really nice, but then they take you for granted. What
Yeah,
do you
but-
do then?
So that's the thing. You
Because
see.
you're too good.
Yeah, but then you were attracted to the wrong guy then.
What if I like the wrong guy? Maybe I haven't grown out of my type yet. My type's all wrong, guys.
You see, I have a lot of things to say,
Tell
but
me.
I don't want to sound sexist here, okay?
No, I want to know. Bring it on. Bring it on. Tell me.
Women
Alright.
have too much of independence now.
So you think that's a problem?
It's not a problem, but I'm just saying that, listen, this is no Andrew Tate shit, okay?
Okay.
I'm just saying that, what do you bring to a table? Instead of being, hey, independent, I make my own money, I can afford my own clothes.
I'm
No.
not independent. I'm
I'm just saying
codependent.
generally. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
Okay, so women have this,
Yeah.
kind of like mentality where they come from. It stems from all these Western media and stuff like that coming out in all these podcasts and stuff, movies. But then again, when you actually look at us, when I say us, we're talking about the Asian. We are very family oriented.
Yeah, we
The
are.
queen of the house rules. And that is where the mother comes in. A mother's place cannot be replaced by anyone.
Yeah.
But you forgot that part. I'm not saying you, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
you go out there, you work,
Yeah.
but you're looking for a man who you can go party and have fun and no, but that's not your place. You're supposed to stay at home, take care of the kids and the cats, and that is your kingdom.
You reckon?
I think so because
See, like, okay, if that's the case, see, I understand where you're coming from as well. But if that's the case, then I won't be here. I have to be at home.
I'm not saying that you should be at home now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you should find the person who will take care of you.
Yeah.
Where
But it's
you can-
hard.
No, it's not.
Nobody wants to take care of anybody now.
Guys, if you are willing to take care of me,
Oh my god.
please DM
Every
me.
episode I'm getting
And
advertised.
I will make sure she will be a good wife. She will be your best friend. She'll take care of your kids. Don't look for a girlfriend. Look for the mother of your child, and that's her.
Oh my. Wow. This is going to be
Advice
so
from DJ Mass.
Oh my god. So you reckon because of the independence we have, we are struggling now?
Not everyone. Again, I'm not generalizing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying the majority of the women that I speak to who are young and beautiful, and again, I don't want to sound very sexist, but the world has made it look like that. Look at every fashion magazine, look at every movie, Barbie and everything, talk about this. I can't even remember the word that they use for it, but anyways, they're trying to, it's just like typecasting and stereotyping every woman in the world. It's okay to be fat. I'm telling you, really. It's okay to have curves. It is okay, because your child will not care if you're fat or black or white or whatever. Think about the unborn child, think about the next generation. It's not about you.
But don't you reckon because of social media, it's now, let's say, the beauty standard's so high because, everyone looks so good on social media. And so, let's say, for example, people who keep looking at it automatically would expect to have that kind of beauty standard in a partner.
Exactly. That's
so
my
hence
point.
why women also, even though we want to just chill and just whatever, we also have to put on so much effort because that is what is expected, unfortunately.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
I mean?
Yeah, that is true. You see, again, this is catch-22. We always have to go around this bush and people try. There's no real, like I say again, the two extremes.
Yes.
We just caught up in between. But when it comes to you, you're a young, pretty girl. You're very smart, and you can easily find someone who.
Oh my God! This podcast is not about me finding a man, but it's like.
Let's name this podcast.
Mimi finding a man.
No. Finding Mimi.
A man.
A whole mate.
A whole mate. Not a soulmate.
No.
I have something to say for this, but I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Because if you try to find a soulmate, you might find an soulmate.
Oh my!
You don't want an asshole mate.
No, I don't want.
Let's find a whole mate.
Oh, a whole mate.
Hey, whole is WHO.
That's what I was like. Let me just clarify. WHOLE.
Yeah, don't get the wrong hole, okay, guys?
Oh my God.
Don't be dirty. Dirty minds out there.
Oops. Oh, you're so funny.
You too. This is a cool podcast. Thank you for having me.
Because you're in the DJ sector, have you ever thought of writing music?
I do write music.
So you do write music?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I sit down, pen to paper, I just add a couple of words. I would write something really stupid and cliche.
Mm-hmm.
But majority of the time, how we write music is through our keyboard. So what we do is, instead of lyrics, I actually write notes.
Okay.
That's also called writing music. So I place notes and then chords and keys and structure the entire song. And then if you listen to it, you'll actually feel emotion. You'll understand my mood at that moment. So I'm like, that's exactly what I feel right now.
So have you written music for a person, for a special person, or for Kate?
Yeah.
For people in your life?
Yeah.
So do people and moments inspire you to write this music? What's the main thing that actually inspires you?
Emotions. Yeah. So the emotion that I feel at that moment with a person or with a place, I start writing a song about it. It could be just a simple couple of notes or an entire song that I've completed, but it's that emotion. I want to put it out into music, and that will live on forever. Because let me tell you something about nostalgia.
Yeah.
When you hear music, when you
Takes
were a
you back.
child, it takes you back right there. So when I hear that song that I made that day, it takes me back exactly to that moment.
Wow.
So-
And then because you are able to write music, you can literally tap into
So
that.
that's a time capsule.
Wow. So you're really lucky to you are able to tap into that. We can't. We can only think of it, and we don't know how to create music to basically tap into that moment. But that's amazing.
So I'm not trained in music. I'm not a Western music theorist or anything as such. But I could naturally play certain keys and chords, and I do it the best way I can. But over the years, with experience, I think I just got better at it, and I tried to figure out which chords or which notes trigger these emotions.
Yeah.
And when you play the entire thing together, it's like a sequence. So hence the reason why Pem Kakula is a sad lyric,
Yes.
but it makes people happy.
Yes. Wow.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I watched that
sparks,
on
yeah.
Instagram because I
Sparks.
follow you. So yeah.
So
Wow.
something like that, yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
And so, what are your plans in regards to music or your life for the next years? Are you gonna keep DJing, or do you have, or focus more on the schooling? Like, do you have any plans?
My goal is to try and get Sri Lankan music to go international. I'm trying my best, and I have certain artists that I work with, like Romaine. She's an
Yeah, see, you
angel.
do a
She's
lot of
star.
videos with her, right?
Yeah.
Music with her, yes.
So
And she's got good talent, like a voice.
and
Oh my God.
personality,
Yes.
and she's a great dancer. So I want to get Romaine. I'm trying my best to use all my contacts, all my links to get Romaine up there as a musician to break through to the international scene. And then a couple of other artists too that I'm working with very closely, building the community. And 5 years from now, I just want to retire. I'm DJing right now because that is my main source of income.
Yeah.
And I need to feed my family too. We're not, children who were born into very wealthy families. We were middle class, and I'm very humble that there were times in life that my mom couldn't. She's a single parent who raised me and my brother. There was times in life where my mom couldn't even afford to buy us an egg.
Yeah.
We just eat just one roast pang and live the day. So now when I see a Mallia or Nangia working at Keels for 30,000 rupees salary, and then he says, Aya, we can never afford to go to Tomorrowland or Ultra. I say, I will bring that to you.
So that's
So I'm trying to
your
bring that to
further-
Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Yes.
So my vision is to try and bring them a little bit of happiness and hope, and get them away from the bad things that is ruining our society, such as drugs and substance and corruption. So I'm rooting for Sri Lanka. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for Sri Lanka. That's the reason why I'm back. So 5 years
Wow.
from now, let's hope that Sri Lanka gets back on their feet.
Amazing, DJ Mas. Thank you so much for your time and your passion for your music and for community. That is amazing how you really want to give back to the community. So I really wish you all the best
Thank you so much
for amazing future and for your school, and
Thank you.
hopefully
Thank
I'll see you as my coach,
Yes.
DJ coach.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Definitely, 100%.
Thank
yes.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Culture Unplugged with Mimi. See you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Powered by WinLads.